All right, we are here at Fulton County Stadium, the historic Fulton County Stadium. Here is a little overview of it, the Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. This is home of the Atlanta Braves and also home of the Atlanta Falcons there. They shared this facility for some time. And we actually pay homage to we actually going to pay homage to two players here that played in this area here. One is Deion Sanders. A lot of people forget Primetime got started right here, okay? But we also are going to pay respect to Mr. Hammerin' Hank Aaron, Mr. Baseball here, one of the most revered baseball players, one of the most revered men in history. This man was a baseball player, civil rights, humanitarian there. He has done a lot of things for the Atlanta community. Him and his wife, Billy Suba Aaron, they have put out a good number, just put a lot of support into the community through scholarships, particularly over there with in healthcare. As well as in education, particularly with Morehouse School of Medicine. They made a nice donation up there to Morehouse School of Medicine. I think like $3 million there. I can't even count the amount of money that these people have donated into this city here that doesn't really get talked about. And it looks like a good number of people out here to come pay respects to Mr. Hank Aaron there. Now, of course, everybody knows him for breaking Babe Ruth's record in April 8th, 1974. One thing you should know about that, though, he actually broke that record, and he broke the U.S. Postal Code record, too, man. He had a lot of mail leading up to that season there, over 1 million pieces of mail there. And a good amount of it is, a lot of them were pushing him through to hopefully he breaks the record there, but at the other side, you already know what it is there, man. Hank Aaron is a black man during that time, post Jim Crow, unfortunately. And like, you got greats like Babe Ruth and Ted Williams and Mickey Mantle, who else? Joe DiMaggio. These are really elite players there. Then we got Jackie Robinson, you got Lou Campanella, you got Satchel Paige, you got Hank Aaron. These guys face incredible, intense racism. Those guys didn't have to deal with it. Ted Williams, they didn't have to deal with all that. They could just play baseball. But they had these guys, man, they had to deal with that, man. And that's what made Mr. Hank Aaron really headstrong, man. Even when he brought, leading up to break this record, man, you would think it would be something really, dope. Leading up to it, be exciting, family pushing on to, everybody's pushing on to him to break the record there. But it was like actually living hell, man. He couldn't stay at the house. He had to stay at a hotel. He had to have, he couldn't go anywhere without any kind of escort. Just an incredible amount of hatred and death threats was on this man because, they didn't want to see a black man break a record, but just like all those groups like Duke Ellington and W. Du Bois and Martin Luther King, man, they face, all these guys have faced intense racism there. And they just, that's what makes them great, man. They push on, man. When times get tough and the fear sets in, look on those that paved the way for you and think of the people who are counting on you to pave the way for them. Michelle Obama. I always like that quote. So, just wanted to do something really short with Mr. Hank Aaron. America lost a serious treasure today, man. He died a couple of days ago. Totally just threw me off when I heard that. I wasn't expecting that, We do Black History Tours. He's a very big part of the Atlanta Black History Tour. It's pretty much a major stop. And what's interesting now is generally you can drive in here, but they've closed this thing on up so people have parked their car up and have to walk on down over here. So as a matter of fact, let's walk over here to the baseball diamond where Mr. Hank Aaron broke a number of records, not just 715. Now, a couple of other points. Uh, One thing about Hank Aaron, he was one of the last people to be drafted from the Negro Leagues. He played with the Indianapolis Clowns. He was making $200 a month, right? And he had a choice to play with the Boston Braves or the New York Giants with the great Willie Mays. He wanted to play with the New York Giants, break some records and set some titles with Willie Mays, but the Boston Braves were paying $50 more per month. So Mr. Hank Aaron had to get that bag, okay? A couple of other points. MC Hammer was actually, before he was in Dancing Machine, he was actually a pretty good baseball player there. He had close ties with the Oakland A's, particularly with Reggie Jackson. I don't know how that goes about, but they used to call him Little Hammer. Little Hammer, because he looked like Hank Aaron, and Hank Aaron was one of his favorite heroes. So that is where the MC Hammer comes from, Mr. Hank Aaron. MC Hammer, Hank the Hammer Aaron. And this is home base of Fulton County Stadium. This is actually where a good number of people have come here to pay respects to this man. Doesn't look that far. Just taking it in. So, what's the last point? Hank Aaron will probably, since his death, he's going to be trending for about a couple of weeks, and I would probably debate that he would be I would consider him the greatest baseball player in history. There, some people might say Willie Mays. I would I would compare Hank Aaron to somebody like a Tim Duncan in basketball there. You got C. Webb, you have Kevin Garnett, razzle-dazzle type of players that will give you 25 and 15 rebounds there. Tim Duncan, he going to give you 25 and 15 in the quietest and no-frills way, but he does it consistently. And that's pretty much what Hank Aaron was about there. You had Willie Mays, who was with them frills and thrills. He was running all hard there. Hats would be coming off there, man. Really exciting player there. But Hank Aaron was exciting as well there. But Hank Aaron was, he was just a dope player, man. Great hitter, 3,000 hits. Even if you take the 715 away from him, he got 3,000 hits there, man. And he was only 6 feet, 180 pounds there. Wasn't like the gym rat dude, but he played like 22 years in the game here, that says something about his nutrition and his health there. He took it really serious there. But he was a big businessman, man. He had a good number of restaurants and dealerships around this area here. What's going on, Chief? But again, him and his wife, Billy Super Aaron, man, they spend a lot of time, man, putting in work in the community, man, particularly areas like this. Summer Hill, this area, one of the first black neighborhoods in Atlanta that formerly enslaved black people was organized and settled. Just a lot of cool history. A lot of cool history, some bad history, but this history as far as black history here, man. So I ain't gonna talk too long, but just want to pay a little respect to Mr. Hank Aaron there. And we are out.